Hey, wait, welcome again to another video. I'm talking about radicals, specifically square roots at this exact moment, and I want to talk about the square root of 24. Okay, so let's just cover everything real quickly. What does the square root of 24 mean? It means whatever number it is, such that that number times the same thing has got to be 24. What number times itself is 24? Now, we could, we're going to talk about the medieval approximation. Hopefully you see that the square root of 24 is a little bit less than the square root of 25, which is 5. So a reasonable person's like, oh, it's almost 5. Obviously, it's a little bit more than 4. That is the square root of 16. Now, a clever thing to do is to say, okay, what's the difference between 16 and 25? Well, 25 minus 16 is 9. Okay, so we can approximate it with ninths. We start with the first number. Obviously, it's not 5 and then stuff. It's less than 5. The square root of 24 is approximately 4. And how many ninths do we go over? Well, from 16 to 24 is 8. So it's approximately 4 plus 8 ninths. Almost all the way up to 5, but not quite. 4 and 8 ninths. Now, we could also use a calculator. Now, on my calculator, I've got a cheap old calculator, so I type in 24, and then I hit the square root button, and then equals, and my calculator will say 24 square root. It'll give me 4.8989799486. Actually, these digits go on and on and on and on forever. So that's sort of the problem, is that we either say, oh, we either work with it exactly like, hey, square root of 24 is square root of 24, it's whatever it is. But that's kind of like saying, oh, who's the best actress in the world? Oh, the best actress in the world is greatest actress. Great, but you're not telling me what you think about people's acting, right? You're just giving it a name, like, oh, greatest actress, oh, he's so great. Come on, square root of 24. Oh, you know, the number that squares to be 24. What is it, right? So this gives us a very accurate, but it's approximate. It's not exactly right. And it's just one of the things that you learn in math. You can either be very close but not perfect, or you can be perfect but not really know what you're talking about. The last thing I want to talk about is you can factor it. Now, square root of 24, we all know that 24 is, well, 4 times 6, and the 4 is square root of 2 times square root of 2, and the square root of 6 is square root of 2 times square root of 3. Right. So you can break it all down. And square root of 2 times square root of 2 is just 2. And square root of 2 times square root of 3, they don't do anything special together. They become square root of 6. So what we're saying is the number that squares to be 24 is twice as big as the number that squares to be 6. Interesting. Hopefully that helps get you through the homework. If you're doing cube roots, it takes 3 of something to go, and so when you split apart the number, you would need all 3. Like, well, hey, I could do that real easily. The cube root of 24 is the cube root of 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, and the 3 2's all come out, becoming a 2 cube root of 3. That's enough for now. Stop.